And welcome to Adventures of Deanna. I'm Deanna, and I'm on an adventure to lose over 100 pounds. And this is Saturday morning ritual. Welcome. I was late today. I was late. Hand hurts, and I don't know why. Um, Good morning, and welcome to the Saturday morning ritual. Our lovely place for us to do all the fun things. Oh my God, I'm so excited to be here today. So tell me, where are you? And did you get any snow this week? Did you get any snow? I don't know how much snow we got, but we got the first round of snow and it was a whole heck of a bunch. And then the second round, which was just a little bit more. But it was fun. I got to shovel some snow. I got to break my snow shovel. I got to fix my snow shovel. And it's been exciting, and Penny Cat is super excited to join us today too. So, oh no, what did I just do? Welcome, welcome to the Saturday morning ritual. Oh, today we are talking about my hair. Um, hi, hi, Lori, hi, Misty. Hello, good morning. How are you? I'm so happy you're here. Talking about habits this today because habits is one of my favorite things to talk about. Bad habits, they're like that long lost old best friend that you had, and they just know all your soft spots, and they know how to make you feel comfortable even if it's the worst possible way. And when you meet up again, it's like no time has passed at all, because the reason why is because your brain loves patterns, especially the patterns that it's already mastered. Even if those patterns aren't helpful to you anymore, it doesn't care. It just says, this is easy, this is awesome, this is good. I love patterns. It's those well-worn neural pathways, that it just goes back to. So yeah, it's really easy just to like, what the fudge? Can't stand it. Oh my gosh. No snow down here, Ohio. And yes, we have a total 16. That's a lot. 16 inches. Ooh, Kitty, can't. I just can't. I can't. She's blocking my desk and I can't see anything. Anyway, we're let's get started with the Saturday morning ritual. Before we get into the topic of the week, we got to start with the brain body connection because, like I was just talking about, neural pathways. Our brain works better if our body is a moving, gets the blood flowing, all the things. Movement is so important. And while we get up and we move our bodies, there's going to be a little video that tells you about all the cute little things and why moving our body is so gosh darned important, Miss Kitty. It is so important. So let's get up. Let's move our bodies. You can do what I'm doing. You can move your body in the way that you see fit. You can go put some laundry in. I don't know. I'm not there with you. I won't know what you're doing. Or you can just laugh at whatever it is that I am doing, because that's always fun. I like to laugh at
I'm
me.
saying let's go. You're saying maybe. Let's find a disco. You're stuck at home being so lazy. Hey. Give me some, give me some, give me some, give me some energy. Wanna come dance with me. Give me some, give me some, give me some, give me some, give me some energy. Wanna come dance with me. There's no fire without smoke, I ain't letting you go. I can see you buzzing like you can't say no. There's no fire without smoke, I ain't letting you go. Come on, let yourself be free. Be the best that you can be. Come move your body. Come move your body. Only settle for the best. Live your life with no regrets. Come move your body. Come move your body.
Whee! Fun times. All right. Exciting. Awesome and fun. I love. Loki didn't want to dance with me. Did you see that? Did you see that Loki didn't want to dance with me? Did you? Did you? Did you? Did you? No downs. No snow. Blah blah. No snow down here, but North Texas got snow. Exciting. North Texas got snow. Ah. Hmm. We got snow. So, this past week, ritual number 2, talk about past week. Let's reflect on, let's think about, let's look back over the course of the last 7 days and just do some reflection. Let's reflect on the past week for a minute. What habits came up for you this past week? What habits? Did you have any habits that came up because of the weather? Maybe whenever it snows, you have a habit of grabbing a calorie laden cup of hot chocolate. I didn't mean to talk about it, hot chocolate in a bad way like that. There's plenty of good hot chocolate out there that you can be drinking. Sorry. But I was using it as an example. Or is there something that you go to for comfort whenever there's weather? Because a lot of people do. It's something that they, it's just a thing. And it's those neural pathways like I was talking about that came up from, ages ago. My husband, for one, he was like, I want some oatmeal. Why? Because on snow days, mom made oatmeal. My mom made cream of wheat on snow days. What did you guys eat whenever you were kids that you associate with the snow day? Is that a habit? It's a tradition, perhaps. There's different ways that we can kind of say that, but maybe it's a habit. Tell me, reflect on the past week. Let me know any habits that might have come up for you that were based on, the current temperature of your week. Not necessarily the temperature of the weather outside. Maybe it was an incredibly stressful time for you for various reasons. Maybe there was no stress at all. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Nobody's telling me the details of their life. I don't know, but we're going to take a second and we are going to journal about it because that's what we're supposed to be doing on a Saturday morning ritual is reflecting. So you can journal in whatever way that you feel fit. If it's just in your head, that's cool. But we're going to take a little breaky break. And we're going to
pick you up, even if you can't let go. I'll untie the invisible ropes that keep you down. I'm taking matters into my own hands now. Let's face it, we only got this life to live out. So follow me, I'm ready to go. Ready to go.
All right, all right, all right. Thanks for taking that little journal break with me. All right, so I love the comments. So, Missy said, I have to ask my mom. I don't remember anything but playing in it and building walls to defend from snowball attacks. Just heard a weird noise. And that just brought to mind. And I'm sure that this memory in my head is so much um, embellished over the years. Like it's just like changed my brain from what it probably actually was. But I remember like we had this one snow and it was like the biggest snow that we've ever gotten. And I'm pretty sure that my dad like made like a complete, we like used a cooler, like, um, and this total igloo, like this big enough for Eskimos to live in. And we had tunnels through the yard. So we crawled through these tunnels and we had this igloo. We had snowball attacks because I had two older brothers. So, and I was the only girl and the baby of the family. So that there's always, some sort of rough housing going on. And it was just a kid's playground dream of a day. But so we, of course, we started with our cream of wheat and then we went outside and play. And I was thinking about all the moms out there that this week are probably, doing more laundry than they want to because you got to go outside and then, you're sledding or you're making a snowman, you're having snowball fights, you're getting all wet. And then you come inside and you're dripping wet and mom's got to, come in and, or dad or whoever, got, worry about all those wet clothes, had chili for dinner. See, that is a snow thing for us, this chili. Playing some version of war, like chili and cold weather. But do you do true Texas chili, Misty, or do you do other variations of chili? Because is it Texas chili that doesn't include beans? My husband would be able to tell me. He's like a chili connoisseur. He knows all things chili. He also is the first person who has ever made chili that I actually like, and I love his chili. But true story. So just thinking about all that laundry, I'm like, man, because I went outside and I had to our door to the backyard. There's not enough clearance between the door and the flooring to put like a rug there or anything. It'll just push it. It won't let the door open. So, a little bit past it, I taped a towel to the floor because that towel happens to be like the exact width to allow the door to open. And that way you don't have to jump because a few times now I have walked in with snow covered shoes, boots, whatever, and tried to put my foot on the hardwood floors and just like slid and been like, oh my God, I'm going to fall. And I have fear of falling. Just meat and sauce. Beans are okay, but not preferred. Think Hormel. That was our main brand. See, very important things. Texas chili, just meat and sauce. No beans. Ah, so yeah, I think that certain weather events have certain habits. I um, for like work, I was like, hello, no, we don't work today. It's a snow day. But now that we do this whole hybrid, work from home thing, they expect you to work even on a snow day. I'm like, but I gotta shovel the driveway and I gotta go play and I got things to do. I can't be bothered with all this working business stuff. But no, I worked. So what habits do you want to talk about from the past week? Did you see, were they really good habits? Were they, how would you describe them? Maybe as not so bad habits. Um, what were, I'm far enough away from you. You can't get on my lap. Kitty. Sorry. She just wants on my lap so bad. Mm. So bad habits are kind of like, back on that thing. when you're, in the woods and, even though you hadn't been in the woods in a very, very long time, when you go back, you can see the path and you're like, oh, there it is. There's my path. And then it's so easy for you to just clear that path again and start taking it. It's just it's so easy. And the reason why is because so many of these habits can be as a result of comfort. There are things that help us to relieve stress or boredom or emotional numbing, even if, we've outgrown. Oh my God, hello, my old best friend. I don't know, I call you that. You're all my best friends, by the way. Not just one of you, but LB. I'm happy to see you. Oh, we're talking about the weather. Don't you wish you were in St. Louis this week? We had a whole bunch of snow, if you didn't know. But like, so anyway, that's where sometimes our bad habits come from, and it's that comfort. It's like putting on, that old hoodie that just is broken in, and it's just like warm, and you can, just snuggle in it, and it's just comforting. But you can, your sister in St. Louis sent me pics of the snow. Yes. They had, I saw on Facebook, I guess it was maybe, somebody skiing down the street behind a truck in the city. It was like on Germania Avenue or something like that. Back to habits. The key to breaking up with these bad habits is to find better new best friends. Get rid of that old friend. Get better new friends. And then you can create these new neural pathways. The thing is it takes time to make a new path. It takes time. If you're in the woods, you don't just create a path in one day. It takes time to wear it down, wear it down, wear it down, where the plants aren't growing there and it's mud and whenever you can't go on it on a rainy day. But the more time you spend with your new habits, the harder it's going to be to go back to the old habits. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, we're just talking about all the fun things. We're still, really celebrating. We're taking a look at the last week, reflecting upon it and celebrating. But nobody said anything to celebrate this week. Nobody has said anything to celebrate this week. Talking about habits, I'll celebrate something. So if you guys watched my last video, I did that. There's a bit of struggle at the end of the year, all the things. I'm back to my regular exercise routine, which is awesome and it feels good. And it kind of felt like that old best friend that I forgot about, I called her up and I said, hey, we need to start meeting up again. And she was like, yeah, we sure do. Where you been? And it was just really that easy for me to make a decision. And then it just like fell right in place because I had worked so long at building that habit of doing those workouts in the morning that whenever I started it up again, it was not a big deal at all. It was not a big deal. It also helped that this week I wasn't as time constrained because of the weather. I walked Loki one day this week because, and I'm going to post a video about it. I videoed it. Oh, it was dangerous. It was very dangerous. There was all the snow and then there are snow drifts and you can't tell where the sidewalk ends and the street starts. And you never know each step exactly what the snow depth was going to be. And I'm trying to pull a dog and I was worried about, like I said, I've got a fear of falling. I was afraid I was going to fall. Anyway, you drink your gallon of water every day and you're 7 pounds. Yay! Woohoo! And you haven't missed it. That, those are two great things for you to celebrate. That is so awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yay! Great job. Great job. Celebrating. We got to remember to celebrate these things. Make that one of the habits that we, want to continue with. So we're going to take a quick break for you to think about your habits of the past week again. Oh wait, I wanted to go somewhere. Oh, where am I going? Where am I going? But let's think about what were the little things that you did that had the biggest impact on your week? What were the little things that you did that had the biggest impact? Because really, it's all the little things. It's all the little things. And we're going to get into all the little things here in a second whenever I get back. So you write down something about your habits this week, or put it in a chat, or think about it in your brain, or however it is that you like to do it. So 1 second, and I'll play that as soon as there we go. Good time.
Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, the sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, the sky is falling down.
Yay! Even if the sky's falling down. Do. So, man, you had so many things to celebrate. I'm so proud of you all. Oh my gosh. Self-reflection is really, really important. Self-awareness is important. I say this all the time. And I'm sure I'm, get sick of hearing the same things. But if you're not aware of what you're doing, there's no way that you can possibly change it. So that's why I think self-awareness is important. But if you're aware of when you're doing things right, that's equally as important so that you can celebrate them, so that you can light up those neural pathways in your brain and fire them up and give yourself the good hormones in your body, all those things that signal to your brain that I want to keep doing this. This feels good. This feels great. That helps your brain think that this is a great pattern. This is a good pattern. I want to keep this up, versus going back to the bad habits, which feel comfortable. It knows how to do those. And maybe as those feel less good and the new habits feel more good, it's going to be easier to get back. So let's think about it for a second. What are some of the stubborn bad habits? Good morning, Mr. Ron. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Did you get any snow? Everybody, we're all supposed to let everybody know if we got any snow, and if so, how much and where we're at. And did you love it or did you hate it? And I hope nobody had any fires, because that's really sad. Yes. So what are some things that we complain about? What are some bad habits that sometimes show up, like that old long lost best friend? It's snowing out now, 3 inches. Late night snacking. Who wants to raise their hand on late night snacking? Skipping meals. Anybody guilty of skipping meals? Emotional eating. Mindless eating. How about the I'm so good all week, and then you totally overindulge all weekend long? Relying on processed foods. Ugh, that's a hard habit to, that's a hard one for me. That's personally like one of my drinking calories, ignoring portion sizes, all or nothing thinking. I don't eat when I'm sick, and then I have no calories for recovery. Oh my gosh, that's definitely one. Lack of sleep, sedentary lifestyle. Mm. Neglecting hydration. Did I say that? Anyway, think about your habits and really choose like one habit. It's really easy. It's all the little things. So if you do all of these things, if you do all these little things, because really, they're all little things, but they can make big impacts. So if we just eliminate, instead of saying, I'm going to eliminate all the little things, all the little things, if we really focus on just one at a time. So if you're out in the woods and you're trying to make 10 different paths, trying to clear 10 different trails, you're spending all this energy splitting it up between all these different paths. And it's going to take you a lot longer to wear it down to where it's a clear path. But if you focus on just one path and you're just going to keep clearing that path, clearing that path, clearing that path, clearing that path, versus focusing on all 10, you're going to get that path cleared a lot faster. So if we just focus on really hard on one thing and then say maybe we're going to focus on these other things like a little bit, we're going to use, 10% of our energy here, but we're going to use most of our energy on these couple of things that are really going to make a big impact. Really going to make a big impact. So think about the ones that are going to be the most, provide the best outcome, and focus on that habit and work on that. Because, they can be like stubborn weeds sometimes, but when we work on these things, whenever we're the good habit, like I said, oh my God, yeah, some of my good habits like completely just went away. But as soon as I, bought them a ticket back to my world, and I showed up and I picked them up at the airport, they were like right there, like, let's go. And it was easy peasy to get back to it because I had worked so hard at clearing those, at making that, part of life, how I do it, what I do. Sometimes, yeah, it's the brain resorts back to those old comforting things. And it's like, hey, wait, what are you doing? We don't do that anymore. Stupid. Don't call yourself stupid. Bad habit. It's really simple to get back to, some of the great habits that you have. So for those that have not been working on their good habits for all the time that I have, what are some good habits that we can work on? This is your chance to help out anybody who's watching this video in the great land of YouTube. What are good habits that have helped you to hit your goals, to do the thing that you do? What are some good habits for a person to work on? What are some good habits for a person to work on. I want to be better about walking my dog before work. My dog is a jerk face, and he keeps me on that schedule. Did you really? What's your monthly goal for every month in 2025? And are you going to give yourself $20 each month to spend if you hit that goal? That was a fun challenge. I decided not to do my steps challenge this year, but it was fun, and it did keep me motivated ish. Definitely worked the first year, and it didn't work so well the second year. But I think it's a very good goal, and I think it's great to reward yourself. And it can be fun. Journaling and being honest. How hard is it to be honest with yourself? Like, seriously, sometimes we tell lies to ourselves, and it can be a tough habit to break of lying to yourself. It really can be. Practicing stress relieving techniques. Oh my gosh. That's a great habit to focus on. Stress relieving techniques. Stress is just so bad for your health. Even if you're at a perfect weight, stress can impact your sleep. It can impact your thoughts. It can impact so many different aspects of your life that we need to focus on how to relieve our stress. Yeah, what is RAOK? Water, fiber, 150 minutes per week of exercise, steps, declutter. Each month has something in December. Random acts of kindness. Duh. Oh my gosh. A wellness plan. I love. Oh my God. I like the physical planners. I just like being able to flip through the pages. I was going to do a video about it, and I wasn't going to say anything, but I always spoil everything. I had to ditch Notion. I was like, this is too much. I can't do it. So I ditched it. But that was a process in its own, trying to ditch it, because I had put a whole year of information in there, and then I had to transfer it back into something else I like OneNote. That's what I use now. And that's what I was using kind of before for digital stuff. But then I love to have a physical planner, and what I like to do is digitize it after I write in the physical planner. And now the computers, they have all this text recognition and stuff, and so they can make them searchable and all kinds of things. It's the computers can really, help make our lives so much easier if we just, figure out how to use them in the ways that are going to be helpful for us. Your brain is always turning acronyms into fitness. Oh my God, that's funny. So, oh my God. Small little habits. Drinking a glass of water every hour. Drinking a glass of water every other hour. That's really small. And I'm talking about like a small glass of water, not like a Bell cup, like a tiny little 8-ounce cup of water. It doesn't take anything to drink an 8-ounce cup of water. You can just it's like 3 gulps and it's done. Standing breaks. Okay, if you are a person who's not into the whole fitness world yet, standing breaks. You got to start somewhere. Let's start by standing. And once you start standing, then you can start to do, some little, walking around. Then you can, do some stretching maybe. Then you can do some squats during your standing break. There's all kinds of ways that we can just, expand upon it. But we got to start with the smallest little thing. And it's going to, over time, it's going to grow and change and just keep benefiting you more and more and more. Drink it, and I drink more water if I drink it out of smaller glasses and you're more active filling it up. I agree with that. I do not like those big jugs of water. I like to have a small little cup, a small little glass of water, and drink it that way. And then I'm more active filling it up. And anytime I have to pee or anything like that, I got to fill up my water again. And it's just, rinse and repeat. It also helps since my office is on the second floor. And for some reason, I have to go to the kitchen to get water. It helps with, I got to take the stairs each and every time. So it's very helpful for that. Small things. Okay. Brushing your teeth after meals. Brushing your teeth after meals. This habit that you can develop is very helpful because for a lot of people, after they brush their teeth, they don't want to snack. They don't want to eat because they brush their teeth. Well, I can't eat and I just brush my teeth. Can't eat and I just brush my teeth. That small little habit can make a big impact and healthier teeth. Eating more fruits and vegetables is huge, 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 huge. But what is one of the roadblocks to eating more fruits and vegetables? So first we have to work on that roadblock. So if the roadblock is that you need to purchase them, then you need to purchase them. If the second roadblock is that you need to cut them up, then you need to cut them up. Depending on the vegetables, you need to cook them. Maybe you need a meal prep, have them cooked already so that you can eat more fruits and vegetables because it's one of those things that, can take some time. But if it's already done, then it's done. Some other good habits. Regular sleep schedule. Regular sleep schedule. So important. It just trains your body that it's time to go to sleep. It makes going to sleep, so much easier if you can. I know that there's some people that just can't. You can't have a regular sleep schedule. You've got the rest of your life doesn't allow for it. You've got like a weird schedule in life. So, maybe that's you. But if you can, sleep schedule. So there's so many. Did any of these sound hard by themselves? Do any of them sound hard by themselves? Like, just that's so hard. I don't think that they sound hard individually. But when you add them all up, it's all these little things, all the little things. When you add them up, it seems like they're just, oh my God, a lot. But if you work at them one at a time, they're easy. So it's like this one's just really super easy, and then you're just working on the next one on the list. Just working on the next one on the list because the other one became so much easier. So if you're on a new attempt like I am, if you hit the reset button, think back to a time before. Think about whenever. And what were those habits that were, you were pretty good at? You're pretty good at. Which ones were kind of, pretty easy for you to do? Start there. Let's just get back to those habits. Get back into that routine. Get back into that schedule. And then we're going to, expand upon it. But just take 2 weeks to make sure, okay, these old habits that I was good at before, they fell right back into line. Cool. Now we're going to start working on the bigger stuff, on the other stuff, and really focusing on that. But that's the thing about making, many attempts. Okay. So when you are learning anything, like say a new instrument, you're learning a new instrument and you can play this like one chord. It's really easy. But every time you get to this other chord, it's like, oh man. But then all of a sudden that chord becomes easier and you can play it. And then, but not consistently. You can't just go there automatically. Fast forward 3 months, and now you're playing that chord as well with no issues. It's like that. It's just practice. So in each practice session, and you can think of weight loss journey as all of these weight loss journeys added together. In each one of those, you learned something. In each one of those, you made new neural pathways. So we're just expanding those. That's all we're doing. We learned things. We're just adding to it. I have a really hard time with doing things one at a time. Oh my gosh. Yes. Now, why did nobody ever tell me that I had this? Why? I just want to do everything now. Yes, me freaking too. I just want to do it now. And your brain just thinks that it's the most freaking important thing to do it right now, right? Whew, man, it's hard. It's hard. But I have never been diagnosed, but I do that all the time, and I'm pretty sure that's why it is. But I'm self-diagnosed, and I don't know. Tell myself that's bullshit too, but I don't know. Anyway, now all these little things that we do, don't do, so easy to get back to those bad habits. Oh, wait, I gotta take a break. Hold on, I'm getting off track. I'm getting off. For a second, we're taking a break because I want you to think about how you talk to yourself when old habits creep back into your life. How do you talk to yourself? Because that's very important. How do you talk to yourself? I want you to think to me about a time that an old habit crept back in. What were the thoughts and things that you said to yourself in your head? I'll be back in just a second. You think about that, leave it in the chat. Put it in.
Sometimes I make this life thing harder than it needs to be. Not dead yet, true shit. So why do I worry about what I can't see? I've been stressing about money for my rent, but the money that I spent last night with my friends was worth it. Sometimes I make this life thing harder than it needs to be. So many lights with us tonight, night. Don't let them go to waste. Look into my eyes. It's gonna be alright. Tomorrow's gonna be okay. One moment, one shot. That's all we got. One moment, one shot. I don't belong to somewhere else than where I lay my bags. It's so hard to stay up and don't hide away behind the same old mask. But tonight I got the cool and I wanna go dance with you. So if you are in the mood, it's worth it. We don't belong with masks on, leave them here and don't look back. So many lights with us tonight, night. Don't let them go to waste. Look into my eyes. It's gonna be alright. Tomorrow's gonna be okay. One moment, one shot. That's all we got. One moment, so many lights with us tonight, night. Don't let them go go to waste. Look into my eyes, it's gonna be right, right, right. Tomorrow's gonna be okay. One moment, one shot. Oh, that's all we got. One moment, one shot. That's all we got. One moment, one shot.
Oh my God, you guys know. So I was writing, and because that's what we're supposed to be doing during that time. And I was writing, and I'm like, but when will it stop? But when will it stop? When will it stop? Breaking these bad patterns, these habits, it's going to take time. And we often want to say, when will it stop? When will I ever get this? And, I don't know the answer for you, and I definitely don't know the answer for me, but it can be done. It's a belief. That's a belief. And you might identify as somebody who is never going to get this. A habit that we need to do is to work on that belief about ourselves, that identity. Work on our identity and our beliefs. Our identity and beliefs have a lot to do with it. If we are a person that believes that we cannot jump high, we cannot jump high. If we believe that it's possible for us to jump high, then we can. It starts with our identity and our beliefs. This is a bad habit that we have, is often we sell ourselves short. We sell ourselves short. Don't sell yourself short. Think about, be aware of these habits. How do you talk to yourself? You're never going to get this. You're never going to figure out. You're worthless. You're terrible. You're a loser. That's going to play into your identity. You're going to start to believe that. Don't let yourself talk to yourself that way. You have to stand up for yourself, to yourself. Guilty is charged, Guilty is charged. But there's no way to be to ourselves. And we have to change and shape our identity and our beliefs because they influence our actions. They influence our actions. So if you say that I'm just not a person that drinks their water, stop saying that. I'm working on drinking my water is a better way to say that. Nice talk to myself is hard. Try not to say the lies or at least not believe them. It's hard. And you know why? Because we have worn down those trails in that forest for years and years and years. We have to make these new trails. We have to work at clearing them out. We have to make them better. Make it easy for us to just say awesome, good things about us. If you guys ever saw The Big Bang Theory, Sheldon Cooper, oh my God, that man, he can just believe the funniest things about himself, like he's like not annoying everybody in the world. He just thinks he's awesome and people really like me and all these different things. He's got like these different neural pathways that I have. But I always think about that. I'm like, oh my God. It can just be like, people do that. And I'm just like, wow, people do that. Oh, yes. Love yourself, heal your life. That's a good one. That's a very good one. A new lifestyle requires a new path. Yes, ma'am. Amen to that. So, when we're thinking about the week ahead, because that's the next thing is we need to plan for our future. Do you have any habits and self-talk that you need to work on? Because maybe that's where we need to focus first. Everybody's different in life. And for some, their self talk is great and they don't need to focus on that, but they need to focus more on the processed foods or I don't know. But it's really important, just to be self aware. And I think that, number one, sometimes we have to start with even listening to ourselves because some people don't even listen to the things they say to themselves. They just, they're not really, part of them is hearing it, but there's other part of them that's not hearing it. Like goes down to that whole those lies that we tell ourselves type stuff. Oh, look at you. You're so sweet with your little editings. Jess, welcome, welcome, welcome. So, planning for the week ahead. Oh my God. Stop thinking about all the little things. Let's just focus on, let's fix one path on our journey. Let's work really hard on that one path to really solidify how, get it worn down and make it easy peasy. So then we can have that brain power, that energy to really focus on the next thing in line. But once you get that one path worn out really good, then sometimes we want to focus on all the things. But sometimes that's too much, too fast, too soon. But if we just focus on, wearing out that one path, then once we get that, then we can focus on the next path. And before you know it, we're going to have the whole forest cleared. So the next thing that we want to do is think about your habits for a second and think about, let's pick two bad habits that you might have. Two habits that you classify as bad. Words are really hard because I don't think there's not so, we might call them bad, but it's really, anyway, that's a whole different topic for another day. Anyway, pick two habits that you would like to change and think about how they play into your identity and your beliefs. And is that something that we need to work on, maybe modifying a little bit, either our identity or our beliefs in regards to those two habits that we would like to do less of. And I'll be back in just a second. All righty.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. 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 I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day, cause I found my way. I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay, cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. I found my way, I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way, I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay, cause I found my way.
So if you are enjoying today's video, please don't forget to hit the like button. I would appreciate it very, very much if you would please do that. Also, I would appreciate it if you would come back to this video and leave a comment about what is one habit that you would like to focus on this week. What is one habit that you would like to focus on this week that you think that if you like really cleared that path, it would be huge help, a huge help down the road. That planning for the week ahead is so important. I like to plan my exercises. I'm starting to plan what I'm going to wear so that I don't spend wasted time standing in front of the closet thinking, what do I want to wear today? I'm thinking it'll be so much easier if I say, I'm going to wear one of these 6 outfits. These are my choices this week. Not this whole closet, just these 6 outfits. Sure, I still have choices, but they're not as grandiose. It's like they're ready, they're go. I don't have to be like, oh, where are those pants at? You know, planning out my food. What am I going to eat this week? It's so much easier when I know that you have these 6 choices of meals for the week versus, you know, an endless amount of options. Simplifying my week. That's planning. That's how I do all of my prep for the week. But it's very important because on the weeks that I don't do those things, man, all hell can break loose. You know, you just don't know. It's like the wild, wild west. So planning for the week is important. It's an important part. We need to be aware of the past week. We need to be aware of our past. What didn't go well? What did? In order to plan for the future. So we have to do some reflection in order to do some planning. And then we plan. Set aside time for planning. If that's maybe that's a habit that you don't have is planning for the future. We have to make a plan. We have to have a plan. It's important. And maybe I'll talk about the importance of having a plan some other time. But it's important. It's important to have a plan. And prepping is part of that for some. Definitely. Definitely. Now I have cat fur in my nose. Oh my gosh. Anyway. Be nice to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Love yourself this week. That's our topic of the week. Anyway, I hope you guys, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you so very much. I hope you enjoyed our little conversation today. If you wanted the journal prompt from today, you can go to my website, adventuresofindiana.com, and I did put them up there. I also, I think I linked them in the description of the video. And there we go. I don't know. It's right there. Anyway, that's it for today's episode. I hope you had a great time. Like I said, be kind to yourself. I appreciate you. See you in the next video as always. It's going to be an adventure. Bye. Oh, come on. Deanna. Bye.